Thank you. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you online. For the coming 10 minutes, I am about to present DeviceOn iService, Advantech Service IoT's remote device management platform for you. And I will do that in the context of hospitality, seeing as we're in the hospitality track. If we look at the pain points of the hospitality industry, it's special. You have a lot of young people, you have a lot of uneducated people that primarily bring the skills of being great with other people and wanting to service them into their job. These and technical skills don't necessarily match. If you're good with people, you're not necessarily good with machines, which means that you have issues in maybe more basic things like handling replacement of receipt printer paper if it's run out, to be able to judge what's broken or not. And also, hospitality tends to operate on hours, evenings, nights, weekends, when the rest of society is not necessarily there to assist you. When we look at the hardware devices that are being used and the software that is being used, there the difference between hospitality and other verticals isn't that great. You have the same issues if you need to go on site. You need to wait before somebody comes on site. You are increasing your costs due to system downtime. Geographically dispersed organizations will suffer because it makes it complicated. And the same things more or less apply on the software side when it comes to upgrades, patches, or issues in the software. However, technology is an integral part of modern day hospitality operations. So there is no way out of there. And that's why Advantech offers DeviceOn iServices. So this is total management of your Advantech devices in the field. Hardware, regardless of whether it's running on Windows, Android, or Linux, all the peripherals that you have attached to this hardware, but also the application software that run on these devices. So what we offer is the ability to, in real time, monitor the devices and the peripherals and the software to see what they're doing. We can access them. We can check status on peripherals, on hardware, and we can actually perform functions. We can do as low level updates as BIOS versions in a remote way, and obviously any application software that sits on top of this. A different way of looking at it is this slide, where we can monitor the status of the hardware, how much load do you have on the CPU, how much of the memory or storage is being used on the device. The same thing, we can create watch lists for the software. Some software might not be very critical versus other software that is running on the device is very critical, and therefore we add that to a watch list and we can then see how well it is performing. And the peripherals there as well, we can monitor their status. But in addition to this, we're actually able to perform functions, remotely control both the hardware device and the software in starting it, stopping it, rebooting, opening terminal windows, turning sound up and down, etc. So a lot of functionality is there. From a software point of view, DeviceOn iService is built on a similar concept to Apple's App Store or Google Play, where you create the software packages locally on an FTP server or in a folder. You upload that package to the DeviceOn server with version control. And once it's there, you're able to deploy this software over the air to your devices. And to help you do that, we have a task planner for batch control. So it requires 3 steps. You select what you want to do, what action you want to perform on the device. You select which device or devices you want to apply this action to, and you confirm. And that's it. And I said device or devices. So the task planner also includes a setup booster, allowing you to do configure once, deploy many times. So you can create a package and apply that package to a number of devices that share the same functions or features. Key to being able to do this is the way we name or tag devices. So this allows you to create virtual groups. And by combining the location of the device with a customer-defined tag, which could be the area, this unit is stood in the bistro, in the casual dining area of the hotel. It's maintained by Mary, and it is a kiosk type device. By combining these in different ways, we can create virtual groups, virtual hierarchies where a device can be a member of a multitude of groups, allowing from an operational point of view, IT to look at the estate of devices from one point of view, but also the operations people to look at, understand, and interact with the devices from another way. So this is really the core of DeviceOn iService. But if there's also things outside of the core of the device. Through our EdgeX API, you have the ability to add additional peripherals that weren't supported. If you have other devices that you would need to bring into your DeviceOn iService, that is available, that's possible, but requires custom support from us. I'm talking about non-Advantech branded devices now. And also the entire DeviceOn service and server feature RESTful APIs and SDKs, allowing you to integrate DeviceOn iService into vertical domain-focused applications and AI-driven services. Finally, this DeviceOn is an extremely simple architecture, very flexible, very easy to understand, and very easy to deploy. So you need to decide on, do you want to run this as an on-prem solution or as a cloud service? Then you place your DeviceOn server, either on-prem or in the cloud, and you connect your edge devices, as we said, regardless of whether they're running Windows, Android, or Linux, they connect to the DeviceOn server. And then you have your operational clients, which allows then the operators, be that IT or OT, to interact with the server and perform actions on the edge device. That is a very brief introduction. If you have further questions on DeviceOn or want to engage with Advantech in a discussion around how you can trial this, how you can implement it, feel free to reach out to your closest Advantech representative. Thank you very much, and bye for now.